Hi Pisces, this is Tisch Aitken, and this is your monthly report for the month of February. We are in a whole different energetic shift as we're in the real age of Aquarius. And for you, this new beginning is in your house of imagination and creativity. At the end of 2020, Saturn exited the sign of Capricorn, and Jupiter, the grand benefic, also entered the sign of Capricorn, and the two convened on the winter solstice at 0 degrees and 29 minutes of the fixed air sign of Aquarius. This represents infinite possibility, and for you, it's in the house of imagination and creativity and spirituality. We've been in a very broken world, and in the Capricorn tale that we experienced in 2020, we saw many structures come down in our lives, a lot of loss and letting go of old paradigms. And for you, this occurred in the house of friends and groups, whether you reassessed the network you're in, the people with whom you connect, or you're focusing on a new dream, because Saturn and Jupiter ushered in a whole new vision on the winter solstice in your house of dreams. Focus on what that dream is for you in the next couple of years. Saturn's going to be transiting here until March 7th of 2023 before it enters when it enters your sign. So really you want to use this energy to get prepared for when Saturn does come to Pisces in 2023. With all of that said, Mercury stations retrograde on January 30th at 26 degrees and 29 minutes of the fixed air sign of Aquarius. This falls in your house of dreams and the subconscious mind. It also gives you a preview of what the next couple of years is going to be like, because Saturn's transiting there until March 7th of 2023, and they're 30 degrees to a sign. 0 is the first and 29 is the final. Mercury gets to almost the final degree of Aquarius minus a couple degrees. So it gets to where Saturn will be in February of 2023. Therefore, pay attention to the messages that Mercury is bringing you. What are your dreams telling you? Are you remembering distant memories? Are you coming up with magical new visions? Because this is very exciting in Aquarius. Aquarius is about humanity and connection and groups and intellect and inventiveness and ingenuity and chaos and brilliance, but it's very inventive and it can help you to innovate a new dream. On February 1st, Venus enters the sign of Aquarius, and it's transiting in your 12th house of the imagination, and it'll be there until February 25th. It's exalted in the 12th house, and it's very creative. On the 1st of February, the sun in Aquarius squares Mars and Taurus, and that can be an aspect of friction. On the 6th of February, Venus meets up with Saturn in the sky, and that can be challenging around relationships, and just lay low that date. Later on the day, Venus forms a helpful sextile to Chiron, the wounded healer, and that could be helpful around wounds around your value and what you want to create, but I think it's still going to be a challenging day. Later that day, Venus squares Uranus in the sky, and that's very unpredictable. So I would suggest laying low. On the 9th of February, Saturn forms a helpful sextile to Chiron, the wounded healer, and that could be helpful for you for finding value and new financial opportunities and what you want to structure. On the 11th of February, we have a magical new moon that takes place at 2:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 23 degrees and 17 minutes of Aquarius, and this falls in your house of the imagination. You want to really manifest on that date and set intentions. Earlier that day, Venus and Jupiter, which are both the benefics of the zodiac, meet up at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time in Aquarius and show us infinite possibilities for romance and creativity and prosperity. This is an excellent day. And Saturn is conjunct Jupiter, and they're still conjunct, showing us the vision we want to structure in our lives. And Venus is conjunct Jupiter and Mercury, which is very creative and prosperous. And Mercury is conjunct the new moon in Aquarius, showing infinite opportunity for all of us. I have to keep saying that because it's a very exciting time. Although it's chaotic, and we've all seen that already, it's extremely, it's endless what we can do. On the 12th of February or the 13th, depending where you are, Venus meets up with Mercury, and that's very creative and loving energy. The two pair up on February 12th at 9:48 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and on February 13th at 2:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's really loving energy. On Valentine's Day, Mercury meets up with Jupiter, and that's a really opportune and auspicious energy, and this is in your house of creativity. It's very loving energy for Valentine's Day and good for manifesting work as well. On the 17th of February, Saturn squares Uranus in the sky, and that can be challenging. That can be difficult in terms of, that can bring chaos. Saturn is the ancient ruler of Aquarius, and Uranus is the modern ruler. I would lay low. We're going to all feel that on the collective. A lot of stuff could surface around old memories or dreams of things that can feel like unrest. It's not an easy aspect. And the two are going to square each other two more times in 2021, in June and December. And the last time they did so was in June of 1999 through May of 2000. So it doesn't happen very frequently. Saturn is restrictions and Uranus is freedom, and they do not like to work together. So we're going to deal with the growing pains of acclimating to the age of Aquarius. On the 18th of February, the sun enters your sign, where it'll be transiting until March 20th. This is a new beginning. It's your birthday season, and it's a time to set intentions of what you want this next year to be. On the 25th of February, Venus enters your sign, which is a beautiful energy. Whenever Venus is in your sign, you're more magnetic and popular and attractive to everybody. And it'll be transiting there for a few weeks, and Venus is exalted in Pisces. I would really use that to magnetize whatever you want to achieve, And on the 26th of February, Jupiter forms a beautiful trine to the north node of destiny. And this is a really good energy for networking and connecting and fated opportunities. You can manifest so many things on that date. On the 27th of February, we have a full moon that takes place at 3:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 8 degrees and 57 minutes of Virgo. And this sets off where the full moon took place at the lunar eclipse on November 30th at 8 degrees and 38 minutes of Gemini. That's not an easy full moon because it's just a degree off from the world axis, and it's happening in your house of relationships and partnerships. Maybe it brings to a fruition in a good way, but it can also be very stormy around partnerships, and I think we'll all feel it very strongly. There are a lot of really nice aspects for February for love and creativity, and we're in a whole new age, and I wish you a lot of luck, Pisces. Thank you.